Welcome to Subramani. Please subscribe, please hit the bell icon. Today I'm going to talk to you about are we getting more and more disassociated with money? Everything that we pay for is credit card, UPI, or even if it's a big investment, even if you're making payment to for real estate stamp duty, you're paying 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs you're paying it online. You're paying your advance checks in lakhs online. All your investments are online. You really don't touch and feel the money, whether it is paying 20 rupees for a roadside tapri chai, or paying your grocer, or anything. You're paying everything online. You're not touching and feeling the money, so you're not feeling that you're doing something right or wrong. You don't understand also. Like, for example, it is easy. I know one girl who went to a fancy soap shop and bought soap worth 700 rupees, but by mistake she made a payment of 7,000 on the credit card. Now, something like this would never happen if you were paying cash. Of course, she got the money back. I'm not getting, it's not a long story. Next day she went and somehow she saw the amount, and she got it done. She got it corrected. That was not really an issue. What I'm saying is, for many people, especially women, I mean, I'm not noticing it so much among men, who have accumulated money, they find it very difficult and almost surreal to think that they have so much money. See, what has happened is, a woman, let's say she's in her 60s or 70s, never thought she will have 7-8 crores. Now, how did this happen? She inherited a little from her father when he passed away, some good shares maybe, and then maybe the husband died, so she inherited there, etc., etc. So something kept happening, and the boom in the market, and she never withdrew, right? She was this woman, she was living, she continues to live on her dividends because she has some very good dividend paying shares, and she does not need money. Her one son is abroad, and that's it. There's no other expenses that she has. She has a house, so very low on maintenance. She has her relatives in other cities, so even if she goes, she stays with them, so there are no big hotel expenses. Mostly she travels by maybe a higher class, but she travels by train. So all this has meant extremely frugal living, something like 10-12 lakhs of dividend income and about 3-4 lakhs of annual expenses. So that 8 lakhs has got added. And the portfolio has also grown thanks to the market. So if you try telling her, look, you're now 71 years of age or 72 years of age, and if you travel, you must travel in a reasonable comfort, it's like she is still worried that she will run out of money, because her father had a pension which was very comfortable, and father died recently, which was very comfortable for her parents, but they had no other wealth. They did not have too much of fixed deposits, etc. Maybe 3-4 lakhs, but nothing great. If they had to depend on her fixed on the fixed deposits that he had, he would have been in trouble. The fact that he stayed in a house belonging to his son meant he was not paying any rent, so that was huge. So she keeps worrying that her money may not be sufficient. So whenever she is trying to travel, she tries to travel the cheapest. She will try to stay in an extremely cheap hotel, and her portfolio is not less than 7-8 crores. And any amount of telling her that, look, you are very comfortably, you're well off. When you travel abroad, you should travel business class. You don't need first class. Maybe you need first class after you turn 80, but between 60 to 80, you should travel business class. It's more comfortable, especially long trips to US or even Europe. But it's very difficult to tell her that, simply because she has not withdrawn 10 lakhs to spend on herself. Right, that has never happened. Any investments is she makes investments, she pays advance checks. Those are things which she knows is not I mean, of course tax is gone, but the investment that she makes is she knows it's getting invested somewhere, and she will get a return at some stage if she wants. But spending on herself or spending on anything or even giving for charity, she finds it very difficult. Her husband used to do, but that was long ago. She lost her husband about 15 years back. She was maybe in her 40s when he died, but her ability to give, her ability to spend is close to zero. Of course, there is a very simple solution. So I said, I've told her son that spend all that you can, send her tickets, book her nice cars when you travel, make sure that when you travel with her, wherever it is you stay in good hotels, give her a separate room, do all that and say all this I am spending, because anyway you're going to inherit this 7-8 crores. So, but for these people to be able to spend their own money is not going to be very easy. They have never done it, right? And all these are just numbers. It's just that, oh my net worth is 8 crores, oh my net worth is 41 crores, oh my net worth is 17 crores. It does not matter. They have not touched it, they have not felt it, they have not spent it. They also feel it's like an imposter syndrome. They think they have not created it, they have no right to spend it, it belongs to their children, so they should leave more for their children. I don't know from where this comes, because the children are not doing badly. I mean, the son clears upwards of $1 million in the US. That's not small, that's a big sum of money even by US standards. So it's not that the son or daughter-in-law are poor or they need the money. They don't need the money. They are also comfortably well off. They take expensive vacations compared to what their mother-in-law does. But I don't know how to deal with this kind of fear that I will run out of money, because I have actually done a negative returns for next 20 years and shown how, because of her expenses being so low, way below the dividend income that she has. I said the portfolio is appreciating, even your liquid fund is doing well, your equity funds are doing well, your equity itself is doing well, but it cuts no ice. I'm sure many of you have dealt with such things, when she would be worried that oh my God, the salaries for the servants are going up or something like that. Make no mistake, she is no miser when it comes to charity. She is funding her servants kids education through engineering college. So it's not that she does not want to give, but she is scared of two things. One, she does not have a pension. What if there is a big medical expense, and what if she runs out of money? These are fears, real fears. I mean, it's easy for you and me to laugh. It's very difficult for some of you who are living from paycheck to paycheck to think there would be some people for whom money is anxiety. For her, money is anxiety, because when I call her and say, her chartered accountant calls me and says she has to pay advance tax because of some capital gains, etc. In spite of her being a senior citizen, I prefer paying some advance tax for her. And she's like, do I have that much money? That do I have to pay so much tax? Like I remember last year she paid something like 11 lakhs as income tax. It was like, oh my God, do I need to pay so much of tax? They said, yes, you got enough gains. When you have gains of 1 crore plus, you need to pay taxes of 10 lakhs, right? So that's what had happened, not her dividend income, right? So these kind of things scare her. So for her, money is more anxiety, because even sitting with her and talking, and her only question is it sufficient for me for the rest of my life? No alpha, beta, gamma, large cap, mid cap, no such talk. The only question is this sufficient? And it's very difficult to believe that people can be so anxious about money even when they have a surplus. And luckily she has one son, because if they had 2 children, then they would also be worried, can I distribute this money equally? Now this is another thing to worry about. Whatever equal distribution you do, one child can, I mean, if you have 2 daughters, one can marry very rich and one can marry reasonably rich, but the very rich will always be miles ahead of the reasonably rich, right? It's not that the second kid is in poverty. So as a parent, don't try to equalize and say, oh, I will leave more money for my second daughter because she is married into not a very rich family. My elder daughter is married into a rich business family. So don't try catching up. Don't do anything. Whatever their fate is, they will go somewhere. As long as you are concerned, divide the money equally, or say, oh, I spend more on the younger daughter's wedding, so I'll give more money to the elder daughter. Something like that. Use that logic. Don't use the logic that, oh, she's got so much, so I'm giving it to the other daughter. Don't do this. Don't do any of this stuff. Learn to spend, learn to realize that whether you leave 7 crores for your child or whether you leave 6.5 crores, it doesn't matter. And why am I saying 6.5 crores? Because whatever you do, these people will not be able to spend more than 50 lakhs of their corpus, because they are in their 70s. They will not be able to do, because their dividend income is anyway much higher than the income that they have. So this is a major issue of people not being able to identify, oh, I know you're showing me 27 crores there, but can I afford this hotel? Can I afford a business class ticket? Should I do it? No, isn't it too expensive, right? So these worries nag them. So money for many of these people is actually stress causing, and it's not helping that they have a lot more of it. Thank you.